Which foundation is better, a stick or liquid? How do I know which concealer to use for my dark spots? Do you have beauty questions like these? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some tips to help you solve those. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss La. I'm a licensed cosmetologist and I'm also the entrepreneur of 3 fashion and beauty related brands. Before we jump into this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell for notifications. I do post up new videos every Wednesday and they will give you tips and tricks on beauty, motivation, and business. So a couple of weeks ago, I posted up a question asking if you had any beauty questions that I may be able to answer. So this video is going to answer some of the questions that I got from that post. So I posted a question on my social media asking what beauty questions you had, and I got some amazing feedback. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips to the beauty questions that you have. How can I cover dark circles around the eyes? I have a system that I use to cover the dark circles under my eyes. And for the first thing I do is I want to make sure that the area is smooth. When you are working with the area under the eyes, it's a very, very thin layer, so you want to make sure that's really, really smooth. e.l.f. has a very nice eye smoothing serum that I would recommend. It comes at a really economical price point. I believe it's under $10, and I will put a link in the description below so you can order that directly. After I moisturize the under eye area, I do go into my foundation. Under the eyes, I put the foundation and I put it and blend it out very, very lightly. You don't want to put concealer straight on that area, because if you do, if the concealer is real thick, it can be heavy and it can sit on the lines or the wrinkles that you may have under your eyes. If you need to smooth the under eye concealer out anymore, you can take either a Q-tip or you can use a beauty blender to do that. After I put on my concealer, then I set it with a setting powder. The setting powder that I like to use is the RCMA No Color powder. That powder has no flashback and it works with all skin tones. If that's not an option for you, e.l.f. also has a setting powder that comes in banana, which is an excellent option. So you just want to put that lightly around the eyes and you can smooth it and blend it out with the sponge or with the beauty blender. When you put on your concealer, when you're picking your concealer, you do want a concealer that's at least 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. You want the under eye area to cover up the dark spots, and you want your eyes to appear more brighter and more alert. So you want to go 2 shades lighter. You want to lightly tap or make dots up under the eyes, and then you want to blend that out with a flat concealer brush. Which is a better foundation, powder or liquid? When you use a powder, it works well with people who have like oily skin or younger skin. A powder foundation works really nice. A powder foundation also clings well to the skin and it holds up great in your warmer temperatures. A powder can also be easily reapplied for touch-ups throughout the day. Some of the disadvantages to using a powder is you almost generally always have to use it with a brush. Also, it can settle into your fine lines that you may have. And if you have combination skin, if it's not blended and applied well, it can also translate onto your face and you'll be able to see where it looks blotchy in some areas. A liquid foundation is available in a cream, oil, and water-based foundation. The coverages range from light to medium to heavy coverage. When you're using a liquid foundation, it can make your skin look very hydrated. So if you're a person that has dry skin, using a liquid can make you look really hydrated. Also, you will have generally an easier time finding a match to your skin tone in a liquid than you would a powder. A liquid foundation also does a good job in concealing fine lines and enlarged pores if you are prone to those. Some of the disadvantages in using a liquid foundation is if you don't pick the right foundation, your skin can look blotchy. You can also look like your foundation is really shiny if you're in a situation where you're sweating or the temperature is high. Also, the moisture and the oil from a liquid foundation can settle into like the fine lines on your face and can cause clogged pores. A liquid foundation works best on medium to dry skin. Also, a liquid foundation moisturizes the skin and it's easy to apply. You can use either a brush, or you can use a beauty blender, or you can use your fingers. If you want to use the liquid foundation, I personally use the Wet n Wild foundation, and I will put a link below in the description box so you can go straight to it. How do I match my skin tone? To match your skin tone, you first have to find your undertone. And your undertone is usually in 3 categories. Your undertones are categorized in 3 different categories. It's either going to be warm, cool, or neutral. Your warm undertones are your yellows, your peaches, and your goldens. Your cool undertones are your reds, your pinks, and your blues. Your neutral undertones are a mix of warm and cool. So there are a couple of ways for you to find your undertones. One of the ways is to take your wrist and to hold it under natural. You could also hold a piece of white paper up to your face, and from that you can see your undertones. When you are holding your wrist up to natural light, you're going to be looking at the veins in your wrist to get an idea of what your undertones are. Once you know your undertones, picking your foundation will be a little easier. What is the best makeup line for African American women? I have used different foundations. I started out with MAC. I still do have some MAC foundations, but I have some other foundations that are not as pricey as MAC that I like to use as well. As far as a liquid foundation, I would recommend the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in a luminous finish. That foundation has a nice shade range. It blends out beautifully, and I love the way it gives your face like a nice luminous glow. I will put a link in the bottom to the Wet n Wild foundation, and you can go ahead and make your purchase. I also I love the Black Opal Stick Foundation. It's actually called the Black Opal True Color Foundation, and that stick foundation does an amazing job at concealing some flaws and some imperfections that you have. I'm wearing it now, and I really love it. So which one of these suggestions are you going to try for your beauty solution? Let me know in the comments which one you tried, because I'd like to know what your thoughts are. If you have any other tips or some other products that you would recommend, go ahead and comment those as well. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell for notifications. I do post new videos every Wednesday, and those videos will be tips and tricks for beauty, business, and motivation. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye.